Hello and welcome to this walkthrough of how to create your own Google site. We use Google Sites in this year's Cluster Day. It allowed us to have all applications and documentation that we wanted teachers to engage with in one easy to access location. We also use Google Sites in our CPD workshop 2019-2020 to show one way in which to engage students with the skill of research. Perhaps you are now considering on making your own Google site. We will walk you through this, and then we will hear from a teacher on how she is using Google Sites in her classroom. This video has been split into sections. Please feel free to skip to any of these sections in creating of your own Google site. Before we begin, you will need to have a Google account created. Once you have set up your own Google profile, you can go to https://sites.google.com. Alternatively, you can search on Google for Google Sites, and that will bring up the Google Sites sign-in page. Now that you are here, you can start to create your first Google site. First, you're going to select the plus arrow to create a blank Google site. This may take a few minutes to load. We are going to call this Google site JCT Science. Now we want to add a title here, so we'll call it Science Cluster 2020 to 2021. The last thing we're going to do for this banner is we are going to add a background image. To do so, we can select Change Image. We are going to select Upload. I'm going to use this one as my banner image. We now want to add more content to this homepage. On your right, you will see different layout options you can select for this purpose. We will select the option that has 3 sections. We want to create these to be 3 separate pages on our Google site. First, we will add an image for each separate section. Again, we will select the upload option and add an image that is saved on our computer. We then want to create a page that this section will link to. In order to do that, we can go over to the Pages section. Here you will see that there is an option to add a new page. We will name this new page Data and Evidence. That has brought us to the new page. Let us return to the home page to link to this new page. So we are going to select the Click to Edit text box, and we will select the Insert Link option. We are going to select to link it to within this site, the Data and Evidence page. We will then select Apply. That is now a link that when clicked will take you to the new page. You may wish to add some additional text to explain where this link goes to. Now that we have set up our homepage, we can build the other pages that we have created. To find these pages, we simply click on the Pages option up here on the right-hand side. Here we can see we are currently on the home page. Select the first page we created, Data and Evidence. As you can see, the page has the same banner image as our home page, and it has the title that we gave this page, Data and Evidence. We want to add content to this page. This time, we are going to embed something. Embedding allows the user to interact with whatever that application is. we are going to embed a thinglink. You can input the website URL or the website's address, or you can input the embed code. To find the embed code, you should select Share on whatever your application is, and you will normally see an option for embed code. I have pasted in the embed code from our thinglink. I then select Next. This gives you a quick view of what it will look like when it is embedded. We can select Insert. You can click and drag this around your page to suit yourself. I will make it bigger so that it is easier to see. We are now going to go to our second page that we created, Discussions in the Science Classroom. Again, we can select pages on the top right. We are currently back at the home page, and we're going to select Discussions in a Science Classroom. As you can see, it is currently blank. For this page, we would like to add a PDF file and a video. We can select Insert, and we are again going to use these possible layouts. So first, we are going to add our file that we have in Google Drive. So we can select the talking heads and add it. We can also add a description on what this is. We also want to add a YouTube video. We can select Add. As you can see, YouTube is one of the options. And you can paste in any YouTube videos that you want to include. Again, we can add in a description on what this video is. In the last page, the department page, we are going to add a link to a different website. Again, you'll see when you click in, it is currently blank. We can select Insert, and again, we can use the layouts if we would like. And in here, we're going to add an image. We're going to link it to the planning session on our own website. So we're going to add the planning image. And then we want to add the link. So here we can click Insert Link. Now, to get the link, you can go to the web page that you would like, go to the URL, you can copy that address, and then on your Google site, you can select Paste so that the link is there. You can put a title on this section. This will allow people to go to a different website from your own website. Finally, you may wish, when you are finished, to publish your website by selecting Publish above. It will ask you what you would like the web address to be. It will also ask you who can view this site. Currently, when this is published, anyone can view the site, but you may wish to add specific people, or you may wish to share it with a link only. Once you are happy, you can select Publish. That will then create a link to this site that you can share for others to see.
Hi everyone, my name is Martina McNamara. I am a science teacher who teaches through both the mediums of English and Irish. So here I have one of the Google Sites which I co-created with a colleague of mine. She introduced me to the wonderful resource that is Google Sites. and I've been using it to unpack learning outcomes and create resources which will enable my students to access content within specific learning outcomes. So as you can see here, this is Obair na Nólaithe on microscope. So as we teach through both mediums, we have created some of the sites with both English and Irish versions, as you can see. So we've looked here at Down Behuliachta Hain and Nádor na Behuliachta Hain. We're looking at the Nature Science one and Biological World one. And if you go to the home page, you can scroll down, and we were learning outcomes. And at the bottom then we've three pages here which the students can access. These 3 pages correlate with the main toolbar across the top. And if we click into each of the pages, there is available information regarding each part of the topic. And also there are some pages which allow you to access videos and other resources. Also at the end, there is a little tab, click on that. It brings you to an assignment which will enable us to assess your students on their understanding of the topic in hand. So each of these tasks are created using success criteria, which allow the students to follow a layout which will allow them to achieve the task and to access where they will be graded in certain parts of the task. Though this seems maybe a little bit technical, it's very easy to become, I suppose, an expert in Google Sites, and it just takes a little bit of practice and involves putting in some slides and pictures and some links to web pages, which will enable the students to access different materials. So I hope this was a help, and I hope people will enjoy creating some Google Sites going forward. Thank you.